Can AI actually improve your running? I'm Dr. Christina, the Picky PT, and I'm also a running specialist, and I'm going to talk to you today about whether or not the current AI models that we have can help you to improve your running form to reduce injury and prevent injury. We, before this video, had one of my videographers put into Claude app a video of her running, and she tried to see what it would tell her as an assessment of her running. Claude said that it was not equipped to do that assessment and that you should really be seeing a physical therapist who specializes in running in order to get a true running assessment. So I'm going to show you what a true running assessment looks like right now. And then come back. And then I'm going to watch from the side, okay? Okay, cool. So it looks pretty similar-ish to what the video was. And normally what I would do is I would take like a video and then I would slow it down to look at the different parts of it to then point out to you what I'm seeing. So why don't we do that? But definitely what I noticed even before watching the video is I noticed that there's definitely something going on with your left leg. It's like you're trying to get off of it sooner and you're like landing on your right side harder. Also, what I noticed is that you've got some over rotation in your trunk, and it was towards, have to watch the video again, but I think it was towards your left side that you kept over rotating, but we want to see when that's happening, okay? And so it looks like it was happening when you are bringing your left leg forward. Let's watch you coming back towards, okay, so right about here. All right, so we're rotating and then we're rotating and then there's that over rotation to that left. So number one, notice that your hip is dropping out to the side as you land on that left side, right? That your hip isn't staying underneath you, it's dropping out to the side. That shows weakness in your hip abductors. And so we would need to get those stronger. So when you land on that leg, you land with your hip underneath you and not dropping out to the side. Number two, do you have a history of an injury on your left side or no? Does your right side bother you at all?
Yeah, I think my right side is the problem.
Well, here's the thing. If you're trying to get off your left side and you're putting more weight on your right side, you know, each time it's like you're slamming down on your right side, that's going to cause issues on your right side, right? If your right side's getting overused and it's like, man, that's tiring, right? Let me just see something. So if you stood and you put one foot behind you like this, let's do left leg behind you first, okay? And then I want you to almost like tilt your pelvis so you're like pushing your hips forward and just think about how that feels. Just think about how it feels, okay? And then I want you to switch and I want you to try the other side in front. And then I want you to tilt that pelvis. Does one side feel tighter than the other? Do both sides feel about the same? What do you notice with that?
This one feels tighter.
That one feels tighter. And then when you try to do the other one first, or when you do the other one, it doesn't feel as tight?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. What about if you did like a quad stretch like this and you try it for both sides? How does it feel one side compared to the other?
This is tighter.
Tighter, okay. So like you said, you feel like your right side has more issues, and where on your right side do you usually feel the issues?
I think it's my knee.
The outside of your knee?
Yeah.
Okay, any
it
hip?
feels like I'm like
ending up like that?
out.
Okay. We can watch the video again, but I didn't necessarily notice that too much, any rolling out. But what I did notice is, like I said, you hopping from your left side to your right side sooner. So if we watch the video, this is your right side landing, right? You do land on the outside, but you're supposed to land a little bit on the outside, and then you're supposed to get to the center of the foot. You get to the center of the foot pretty decently. It's not like it's taking forever to get there. Left side, it's a little turned out. Notice how that foot's a little turned out compared to that one. And then, like I said, when you get on that left side, it's like you're trying to get to the right side sooner. So as you're running, you're almost going like here and then like landing harder on that right side each time, okay? Part of that could be due to tension on the left hip flexor and the left quad. So when that left leg is supposed to be behind you and staying down before you get to the right side, your left side is like, ooh, I'm tight, so I'm not gonna do that, and I'm just gonna land on the right side sooner. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
So then if you keep doing that and you allow that hip to drop out to the side, on the right side, what that leads to is strain on your IT band, which your IT band does go down to below your knee is where your IT band attaches. And so with that, you're gonna end up with some outer knee pain because of the strain that you keep putting on that side when you land harder on it, okay? So if I was to work with you on your running form, first and foremost, I would probably say I want you to spend more time keeping your left foot down longer. Try not to pick it up so quickly. I'd probably want you to do some more hip flexor stretching on that side, some more quad stretching on that side. And then I would want to work on both sides, your hip abductor strength. So when you land on each side, you're not just going like out to the side, you're keeping the hip underneath you as you land each time. That way you're not putting an overstrain on the structures on the outer part of your leg and the outer part of your knee, right? So those are just some things that I picked up on just watching the video super quick, right? And when I work with someone on their running form, when you fix one thing, you can then notice other things, right? So sometimes we fix one thing and then we start to notice something else. But what that does is we're just going on a journey together to figure out where's the root cause of your issue, right? If we don't fix everything with the first cue, then we're just learning, we're uncovering that first layer. And now we're gonna figure out, okay, what was causing that? And then what was causing that? And then what was causing that? Until eventually we get to, okay, now you've got a solid running form, right? So just for fun, so that we can maybe show a before and after, right? Okay. I just want you to try this time to run, but leave your left foot down on the ground a little bit longer than you want to. Okay. Okay? So let's just see what that looks like. Okay, okay, and coming back. Okay, good, good. That looks better as far as like not landing as hard on the right side. You may not have noticed something right away with just that little bit of cueing. Did you notice anything at all?
Actually, my knee actually didn't hurt.
Didn't hurt as much as it normally does? Good, good. Okay, and then just one other cue I wanna see, just if we fix this. So it's actually your right side that you're twisting more towards. And so try to keep your trunk facing forward. Don't let it twist so much off to the right. When your right leg is behind you, like almost think about keeping your right rib cage facing forward rather than letting it twist open, okay? So the two things we're gonna try is leaving the left foot down longer and keeping the right rib cage tucked in when you're running, okay? All right, so just those two things and let's just see what that does. There you go, there you go. Nice, nice, and come back. Left foot down longer, right rib cage tucked in, right? Good. Honestly, I think that looks better. I think that looks better. Did it feel better on your knee?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. So as you can see, the running assessment that I did for my videographer was very detailed. I didn't just go over with her what I was seeing in the video. I also slowed down her video assessment to explain to her what was going on and why I thought she was having issues on her right side, even though the left side seemed to be the problem. I also then explained to her that with running form assessments, we can fix one thing and then start to uncover other issues that then need to be addressed as well, getting to the root cause of the issue. So AI models are just not there yet to be able to assess not only your running form to start off with, but then assess the reason that you're having that issue, assess what the root cause is once your form starts to change, and be able to do not just one assessment, but repeated assessments as you change your running form. So I hope this helps you to determine if you should be seeing a specialist like a physical therapist to do your running form analysis, or if you should be trusting AI for that. So if you enjoy content like this about running, walking form, and you would also like to see what I think of your form, go ahead and comment below with a video of your running or walking form. 2 angles of view would be the best, so from the front and the back, so I can give you a thorough assessment. And make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can continue to see more information like this in the future.